Hey everyone, welcome back to another Neverness to Everness Mahjong Stamina Burn. As usual, we have 700 stamina to burn. Last time I think it took me around an hour, maybe 40 minutes. Probably gonna take around the same time this time. So let's go ahead and get started. Got 700 stamina to burn through. We're gonna do it. We'll try to talk a little bit, if we can. Don't want too much silent, too much radio silence. Well, I don't know why I said radio, but let's get it started. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't mind giving those over. We're not gonna go for dots. That was characters, bamboo dots. Okay. How do we? That's how we go out. Yeah. So we're playing with oh, my turn. Drop that. We are playing with Hotori today, Jiyuan, and Hathor. Hotori and Jiyuan are not going for characters, as you can see up here. And then Hathor is like me, not going for dots. Let's see. I want to keep those. We'll get rid of that. So it looks like we can go for a pung for the 6 of bamboo, a pung for the 5 of bamboo, a pung for the 3 of characters, a pung for the 4 of characters right here. And honestly, since that's 4 pungs, we'll just go for that. We don't need the 1, we'll drop that. Oh wait, you know what? We can go for a pung as well for the, I believe this is 7. And then I know that's 9, and that's 5, that's 6. Pung on the 7's nice. Let's get rid of the 5. We don't need the 5. But yeah, it's Saturday. Saturday, June 20th. Oh, another pung for me. Drop the 9. Yeah, Saturday, June 20th. Juneteenth was yesterday. I'm gonna just do like a raw recording of this and then put it out. Again, the goal is to burn through the 700 stamina so I can get the money that I need, the fawns. Drop that. And now we're in Tenpai. We're just waiting. But yeah, trying to get the fawns so that I can do another draw for the event, because I still have not gotten the one item that I absolutely want, which is the outfit for Zero. It looks very stylish. I really like the racing outfit that they have for Zero. So yeah, gonna burn through this. I should have enough after I burn through all 700 stamina to get the well, to try and pull for the outfit. I'm not gonna say to get the outfit, because my luck is horrible. I have gotten everything. Let's go ahead and grab that, and then we'll go ahead and put it on auto since we are good. All right, cool. So on auto now. Got 28 tiles to run through. The machine will take care of the rest. The AI will take care of the rest, whatever. But yeah, my luck is horrible when it comes to pulling. At least on NTE anyway. Other gotchas that I play like Wua or Zenless Zone Zero, pulling's okay for those. I've managed to get in Zenless all the characters that I wanted. There are some extra ones. There's one that's running right now who I do want. She uses Hone Edge. And I want all the characters that have specialty elements, which Hone Edge is the only specialty element that I don't have. So I do want that. So I'm going to try and pull for her. For Woowa, I managed to pull Kartithia, which is great, because I wanted Kartithia when she first came out. I didn't have enough pulls to get her. I got lucky. And oh gosh, you got a Kong Jar win. I'm 100 off. Please let me get one more. But oh yeah, I pulled Kartithia with my first 10 pulls, so yay for me. Which is great. I need another healer. I 100% want Shorekeeper, because I had Shorekeeper for the trial, never got to get Shorekeeper. So I think I'm just gonna save my premium pulls until Shorekeeper comes back around. Um, I would like Chisa, which I missed out on Chisa previously because I misunderstood the uh, the Blade Runners. Well, no, is it Blade Runners? No, it's not Blade Runners. Well, the Cyberpunk event. I misunderstood the Cyberpunk event. I thought I'd be able to use my premium currency. No, they have their own Cyberpunk currency for that. So missed out on Chisa. Missed out on Chisa, which did upset me a little bit. But that's on me. You know. Yeah, we're not gonna run bamboo. And then they gave me bamboo. Let's not run dots then, because we have the 3 for 4 right here. We got the 2 for bamboo right there that we need. We will take that character because we are not running dots. So, we'll see how this play out. The dots I don't think would have helped me out. Just realized I had 2 of the 6, but I have 2 of the bamboo as well. So like, we're gonna run bamboo. We're not gonna worry about the dots. Like, don't worry about the dots at all. We're down to 640. Out of our 700 stamina. No, I read that wrong. God, I need to get my new glasses. My eyesight it's gotten worse. I did go and get my prescription. Right eye, still doing okay. We're going to Kong on that. Get rid of the dot. I don't need a dot. Right eye is doing, I think it was my right. No, my left eye is still not strong, but holding kind of steady at where it was. Right eye got considerably worse. I feel like I'll barely be able to see by the time. I feel like in another 5 or so years, like it's just gonna get even worse. Thought about getting LASIK, but 1, it's expensive, and 2, after seeing, and I know that the likelihood of this will happen is like so low that I shouldn't worry about it. But after seeing, what is it? Final Destination. I don't remember which Final Destination, where a homegirl goes into the office in order to get the LASIK, and then like, first of all, if you're directing a laser into my eye, you better stay in the room. Like, do not leave the room. Like, if something goes wrong, I will hunt you down. Assuming I survive, I will hunt you down. So stay in the room. But like, dude left the room, and then like it burned through her eye into her skull and killed her. And that's kind of like scared me from like going and doing like LASIK or anything like that. Again, I know it's highly unlikely that's going to happen. It's just it's an irrational fear. People have irrational fears. But yeah, do need to get my job, because I switched jobs. I was unemployed for a little bit. That's why I was pumping out content like crazy. Because I was at home all day, and I was like, what can I do? Let's pump out some content, right? Why not? My new job, I like the job. I'm working with computers again, which is great. And I've gotten to the point where I'm more used to the job now. I'm kind of like, I don't really need too much help. Every now and then I run into something. There's still some things that I haven't learned, but because the way the job works, there are different orders, and my supervisor, he tells us what orders to work on. So wait, how close am I to? No, that's 3 and 4. I need a 2 if possible. Let's get rid of the 1, and then we are in Tenpai. Sweet. Oh man, we only have 7 tiles left. I'm not gonna make it. Well, at least I'm in Tenpai. I won't lose points for not being in Tenpai, but yeah. So my job, we have to have like safety glasses. So right now, they have some safety glasses they gave me that can fit over my regular glasses, but they're kind of awkward, and they do end up hurting the bridge of my nose. Boom, baby. I'm gonna end up in third anyway. But what? Oh, all right. It didn't. I didn't hit it in time enough. But oh, that was the last tile. Okay. Yeah, ended up in third. Let's run it again. Ooh, yes. Get rid of dots. And I got more dots, and we're not running dots. Although that was a 1, 2, 3. No, I had more characters. But yeah. So we have to wear safety glasses. The glasses, they actually hurt my face. So I can get a voucher from my job. I didn't fully read the little pamphlet or whatever, but I can get a voucher from my job to go get some prescription safety glasses. So it would be prescription glasses, but they're also safety glasses. And honestly, I'm just going to use those as my normal glasses because, I mean, they're rated to protect your face. Or protect your eyes, I guess I should say. So, honestly, those will just be my normal glasses. No point in having, like, 2 pairs of glasses, especially when, like, all I do literally is go to work, come home after, like, 2, maybe 3 hours, which I can just chill, play a game. Let's grab that up, and let's get rid of the 1. So yeah, I'll just get those, have that as my regular glasses. I'll try to get those within the next 2 weeks. But yeah, I do like the job. It's nice. Again, get to work on computers like I always wanted. So pretty nice. Oh, the timer was still running. I didn't know what was happening there. But yeah. So yeah, we'll burn through this. Then we'll do the pool. I'll have the pool in as well. Ooh, nice self-draw Kong. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Discard the bamboo. Really wish I kept that 1, but not gonna worry about it. You know, no use crying over spilled milk, as they always say. Is that the saying? Is it no use crying over spilled milk? I think it's no use crying over spilled milk, or is it like no use crying over spilled porridge? I don't know why I'm thinking of porridge. But ooh, we got a 5. Let's get rid of the 9. I should have got rid of the 1. I should have got rid of the 1, actually. I should have got rid of the 1. Because I have nothing else near the 1. But, yeah. Liking the job. Enjoying it. Glad to be working again. If I can, by the end of this year, I'm going to try and... Ooh, let's grab that. Now we get rid of the 1. If I can, by the end of this year, I'm going to try to see if I can move out closer to my job. Because I work... Like, it takes me an hour to get to work. So that's 2 hours out of my... Ooh, self-draw, baby. It's 2 hours out of my day that, like, you know, could be reduced to maybe 30 minutes, you know. 15 to work, 15 back, if I move out that way. So, planning on moving out that way by the end of this year if I can. But, you know, moving requires money, which I just do not have. I'm almost caught up on all of my smaller debt, which is nice. Should be able to hopefully get caught up on all that by fall. And then we can see what we can do after that. What I'm thinking is if I can find a cheap trailer that I could attach, because I'm planning on like trading my SUV in and getting a truck. So if I can trade the SUV in, I can save enough money so where I can trade the SUV in, get a truck, and then get a cheap trailer that I can attach to it. It doesn't matter if it's in bad condition or anything like that, because what I'm planning on doing with the trailer is fixing it up so that it could be a little like house for me, you know, that I could just carry around and everything. You know, I'll get like satellite or whatever if I need to get make sure I have internet so I can still play games, things like that. And then like I could just live in that. We are not going for bamboo. and I have to discard. See, pungs there, pungs there. Ooh, I can go for a pung there as well. We have 3, 4, and then we have 5. So we'll just get rid of these, keep the 3, 4, 5. And yeah, that can be our hand. But yeah. So everything's going okay right now. I think we got a 3. Let's get rid of that. We got everything's going okay. In life, I guess. Not where I kind of wanted it to be at this point, but you know, things never go to plan, especially for me. But yeah, just chilling, you know, relaxing, playing some mahjong, burn through this stamina. But that's enough about my grabbing that, and we're getting rid of that. But yeah, everything's nice. Let's grab that and get rid of that. Wait, I thought I had. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I did that. Okay. Cool. So we finish out on that one. We are gonna need a double for one of them. So if we could draw that, that'd be great. You know what? No. Because if I do those, then unless one of those becomes the double. You know what? I fudged that. My bad. Split my focus, you know. But yeah, everything's going okay. That's a 5. Let's keep the 5. Let's get rid of that. Because now we can have the 5. If we can get a 4. Oh, wait. Are there any more? I used one of the 4s, actually. So I was like, well, no one else would be using the 4. So if I draw the 4, And are you kidding me? Immediately the doubles for the 4 character. Oh, man. All right, we'll get rid of the 1. Now we're waiting on a 4, which is insane. It's insane that I'm waiting on a 4. You are, and I guess now we can't do 5 because 5 is there. I don't see 3 anywhere, but someone's probably holding on to the 3. Well, I mean, there are 2 3s in her disc. Oh man, I have royally screwed myself over. At least I'm in Tenpai. That's all I can say. Should I switch out for the 9? Does anyone else? It's 9 anywhere. I don't see 9 anywhere else on the board. Let's switch out for the 9 because I don't see 9 anywhere else on the board. That means someone could be holding on to it, but you know what? We've already fudged this hand. I'm not gonna worry about it. Man. Okay. And are you? Oh God, Ju Yuan! I swear. Oh, thank you. I was able to finish out. Thank you. That puts me in second. Let's put it on auto, so I don't got to worry about that. It'll take care of it for the rest. Looks like I'll finish out in second. Ju Yuan is cleaning up today. Let's see. What can we talk about? I'm not sure. I don't really know. This is why. Actually, you know what? That brings up another thing. So, my bro, at Darn It Bobby, he said, he's been saying for a while now, actually, that he think it would be cool if we did a podcast. Give me a second. We're going to go ahead and start the next one. Down to 550. Let's go. Yeah, we'll get rid of bamboo. Get rid of bamboo. Ooh, we got some bamboo. Ooh. Ooh, you know what? Bamboo. We'll call it there. Bamboo, bamboo, bamboo. Um, God, I hate to get rid of that. I hate to get rid of that. But my speaking of like not being able to talk or not knowing what to talk about, right? My bro at Durner Bobby has said on multiple occasions that he think it would be cool if him and I did a podcast. And the thing is, I'm down to do a podcast. It's just I feel like we're gonna be scrambling a lot to try and find something to talk about. Um, to the point where we're just gonna have to start like maybe I don't know paying attention to like current events, which we don't do now, just so that we can have something on the docket. You know, so we have something to talk about. Um, I and honestly, us doing a podcast like I feel like a lot of our like not a lot, but I feel like some of our more like Discord talk might bleed into the podcast, which is worrying because there are some things that we say when we're together with our other bros on the Discord that shouldn't necessarily be spoken aloud. I'll say that and I'll leave it at that. Um, but I mean, if we can, because he was talking about, ooh, nice. He was talking about us like moving in together, living together, um, and you know I'm not down for it. But the thing is, right now he works. Okay, right now he lives. I want to say maybe an hour to an hour and like 15, maybe an hour 20 minutes away from me. Um, and the worst part of that is that he works. I think he said currently he drives about an hour to work, and I currently drive about an hour to work. And our current jobs, are in opposite directions of each other. So it's about an hour. Let's call it an hour and 15. We're about an hour and 15 apart. Then we both drive an hour to work in opposite directions. We would have to meet up as far as like right now. If we were to do it right now, we would have to meet up in the middle of where we're both currently staying. And then, like we both lost our previous places where we used to live back when we had the same job. Um, and so now we're like farther apart, staying with like uh, family and shit. So we'd have to meet up um, closer between the two of us, and then his commute to work would at that point probably be about an hour and 30 to an hour and 45. My commute to work would be equally as long, and again opposite directions. Let's grab that, and then let's get rid of that bamboo because we're not doing bamboo. But he said that depending on what happens at his current job, things don't look exactly the best for him. Again, we'll keep it at that. Let's go for the we don't need the 9 of characters. Depending on what happens at his current job, and depending on what happens at his current job in the future, near future, greater future, don't know. Oh wow, we ended up going out. Oh wow. Still came in third. It's not too bad. We'll load up the next one. We are definitely not going for characters. It's been a while since I've not gone for characters. I almost always go for characters. Ooh, 789 in bamboo. Let's go and discard that. 789 in bamboo. Double 6, 5, 1. We'll get rid of the 1. We don't need the 1. Double 4 for dot, and then 5, 6 for dot. Okay. Hand's not too bad. I could work with it. Let's go ahead and drop that. See what we can grab. But if that happens, and if he can get my job, they are expanding. Like, they're getting like business like crazy. We're actually behind right now. Some people are doing overtime. Overtime is voluntary at this job, which is great, because every other job I've been at, overtime was mandatory, and if you didn't show up, well, you got pointed. They threaten to fire you, things like that. I will say my current job, one of the reasons that I love my current job, it's not just because I'm working with computers or anything like that. It's also because they actually treat us like human beings. They understand that the warehouse that we are in is incredibly hot, especially since it's the summer, and North Carolina heat be getting up there. Which North Carolina weather is crazy. It'll be like, cool one day, like sweltering, like, swamp ass weather like the next. So, North Carolina weather, it's completely unreliable, But we are currently expanding. I'll get rid of the that's 2, that's 3, that's 5. Let's get rid of the 5. Then that leaves me with 5, 6, 7 here. The doubles there. 7, 8, not 7, 8. 9, 8, 7 here. Doubles there. And then 3, 2, 1 there. And yeah, so all I really need to do is wait for these pungs. All I really need to do is wait for these pungs. I will put the auto win on so I don't miss that. Because I'm literally 1 away from finishing out my hand. So that way, if it happens, I can get it. I won't miss it while I'm talking. But yeah, we're currently my place currently expanding. They're building another building. And we're supposed to be moving in about 2 months. Based off of what everyone else who works there and has been there for like years has said, it's best not to like trust that we're gonna be moving in 2 months. But if it does happen, or when it happens, whether it's 2 months or a little later, the new building is supposed to have air conditioning. So I won't be in there feeling like I'm in a sauna all day and everything. But they make sure to keep water stocked so that we can have water. They have little areas for us to get water all throughout the factory. They really emphasize staying hydrated. They don't want anyone passing out. They also have a freezer in the break room, and they fill it up regularly with freezer pops. Oh, I won. Sweet. Now we can put it on full auto. But they fill it up regularly with freezer pops, and you just go in there, grab a freezer pop. It's nice. I really like this job. I see myself staying with this job, as long as I don't get fired or anything, or they downsize or anything like that. Probably until retirement. Unless I manage to, come into some kind of windfall or whatever, I'll probably, I think I might be at this job until retirement. Which is why, once I kind of get caught back up on all my stuff, and I have the extra money, I'm going to start building into the 401k so I can actually start preparing for retirement. Because I'm way behind on preparing for retirement, so gotta, get that as soon as I can. Oof. Do I want to, yeah, we'll get that. Ooh, nice. We will get rid of that one. But yeah, liking the new job. Really liking the new job. I was talking about the idea of the podcast with at Darren Bobby. So I'm just gonna say Bobby from now on. I'm Vinny. He's Bobby. You know, got that pung. Let's get rid of. Should we get rid of the? Yeah, let's get rid of the 4. Got the 1 and the 2 right next to it. So we're waiting for the 3. Wow, she needed that. Okay. All right, everybody needs everything. Yeah, I think a podcast would be interesting. I think it'd be interesting. I don't know. Well, so I make content for YouTube, right? And what got me, or what I've been interested in making content for a while, like ever since I was younger, back when I was still in school, but I just never really did it. And when after being laid off from my previous job, I had the time, and I finally had, like, I have like bare bones equipment to where I can do it. So I was like, you know what? Why not just do it? Why not just start putting some stuff out? So I did. Start with videos for like some of the games I was doing. Then kind of switched over to doing like clips and everything. Like some shorts and stuff, which I do need to put some more shorts out. I asked myself to put some shorts out. I need to put some more shorts out. But I'm not trying to turn this into a like career or anything like that, or like this isn't meant to be like, oh, this is how I make my money. I'm a regular guy, regular Joe. I'm just gonna keep doing my regular Joe type job, May try to find some way to make some money on the side. Who knows? Depends on where I end up in a couple of months, or a year, whatever. But the content thing, I just like the idea of like having content out there, especially with like, me and my bros will talk about stuff. We'll have fun. It's fun moments. I want to be able to like go back and look at our fun moments, because sometimes I'll go back and look at some of my older videos and be like, man, that was hilarious, or like, oh, I can't believe we said that. We're crazy or whatever. Also, I use it because I have one video in particular. I think it's like a 3-minute long video that I literally use to call out one of my bros, because they will gaslight like no one's business. They will, oh man, get rid of that one. They will gaslight like no one's business, and they'll always be like, Dom, you're the one gaslighting, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I'm not gaslighting. Like, something that I say whenever they like start this whole gaslighting thing on me, I'm always like, oh, so I guess in this Discord, gaslighting means telling the truth. And then one of my bros, Trey, he'll always be like, oh, this monkey right here, oh, I'm remember that. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm literally telling the truth. I don't know how else to like say it. Like I'm literally telling the truth. You guys are the ones who are accusing me of saying stuff or doing stuff that I know, like, for a fact that I'm not doing. I'm sitting here, I'm like, what do you mean? But yeah, I love my bros. I'm glad I finally found a group. I got rid of the 2 earlier too. I'm glad I finally found a group of guys who, they truly are like my support network. Wow, I am at the very end on this one. 460 left. Okay. But yeah, they truly are my. I don't want to get rid of those 5s. All right. We're not going for dots. It always confuses me when I first do it, because orange is dot, and so I'm like, oh wait, I gotta discard. It always confuses me whenever I first start, because it's like, orange is dot, green bamboo, understandable, red character, understandable, orange dot. Like, why is orange dot? But we're not gonna. That's not something to really like fuss over. But oh, again. All right. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, keep handing it to me, baby. Okay. Not that time. All right, that's fine. We have 4s. We have 5s. That discard that. We don't need a 1. That's 9. I believe that's 8, and then that's 7. Yeah, 9, 8, 7. Yeah. 9, 8, 7. Well, this one's either 7 or 6. I can't remember. But that's definitely 9. That's definitely 8. This is either 7 or 6. I think this is 7 because I think 6 curves the other way. And I know that that's 5, and I know that that's 4. So we should be in Tempai. Say, taking. Oh, that is a 5. That is a 5. Let's get rid of that one. It sucks because I was technically in Tempai. Well, actually, we can put it on win now. But yeah, it sucks because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. God, I'm an idiot. Actually, no, yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I saw it. It looked like a 5. It's not 5. It looked like a 5. It's not 5. I picked up a 6. Okay, so you remember earlier when I was looking at this one over here where my mouse is, and I was like, oh, that's either a 6 or a 7. I couldn't remember which one it was. That's 7. This is 6. I saw it, and I freaked out, and I thought that, because I drew it, so I thought it was a 5. That's a 6. So now we have 6, 8, 9, which is a problem. Because had I just kept the 7, I would have been golden. I messed up my hand. I messed up my hand. I mean, if I can draw another 7, then I can replace the 6 with the 7, and we should be good. But God, I messed up my hand. That's a 6. That's not a 5. God, F me, bruh. F me. I mean, I can't blame anyone but myself. I was too antsy. Got too excited. Didn't look at the characters properly. That's on me. What was I talking about? Oh, my friend's gaslighting. We're done with that topic. But yeah, really like my bros. Glad I finally found a support group. Some guys who, we're grabbing that. No. 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 Well, that's another 6. You know what? Never mind. We're good. We have the 6. We have those, so we can go out on those. We just need to. I should have put auto pung on, but I think because she needed it to roam, she still would have got it. I think she still would have got it because she needed it to roam. I think she still would have got it, but. Alright. This one's a wash. There are 4 tiles left. I'm not getting anything. This one's a wash. Because if you look at her discards and like what she's winning off of, she has what I need. She has what I need. Can't do anything with that 3. Not at all. Yep. Yeah, I see it in her hand. Alright, yes, we're getting rid of that. Ooh, nice start. Nice start. Really nice start. Alright, we're just going for we will discard the 2. Let's put auto pung on so I don't miss any of the pungs in my hand like I did last game. So we'll put auto pung on. And then we'll just discard whatever we need to discard. I'm not going to do autoplay because I feel like it may mess up my hand. I would like to think that it wouldn't discard anything that I need to pug, but it could. But yeah, growing up as a child and even into my teenage years and my early adult years, I never. There were a couple of people I met who I like really vibed with. Ooh, that's a 5. Let's get rid of the 2. Now we have a lot of options. There are a couple of people who I met, who I did vibe with, and, you know, I chill with them, whatever. They weren't people who would be, you know, they were friends in the moment. They weren't forever friends. The guys who I'm with now, they're like my forever bros. Unless something major happens that causes us to fall out with each other, which I would like to think that wouldn't happen. These guys are like my ride or die. So I'm glad I finally have, you know, that sense of camaraderie that I didn't realize when I was younger, because I was always shunned and I was always, you know, the outsider, you know. I was even the outcast among outcasts. So, you know, people never really like fuck with me. They never really vibe with me. And then anything who I did potentially vibe with, it was in passing, right? And so I gotten to the point where I just didn't care for human interaction. Like, I really didn't care for human interaction. I was like, you know, humans are what they are. You know, it means nothing to me. This is crazy. I have so many that I could do. Which then becomes a problem because it's like, if I get one of these, I have to destroy one of the other ones. And it could be a good one. But we'll see. That being said, with my discard, I don't think it would count. No, it wouldn't count. There's a special hand I know in Richi Mahjong, which is the Japanese version of Mahjong. Ooh, we'll drop the 4 for that. This time it was a 5, guys. This time it was a 5. It's not a 6. It's a 5. That could get me another Kong. If I could draw it, that'd be fantastic. Because I am currently in the lead, but I do need to go out. No one's gone out yet, so, and we got 13 tiles left. God, I might have to win on Kongs alone, but where was I at? Oh yeah, so I got to a point, because I was always shunned. I was always like, you know, the outcast amongst even amongst other outcasts. I was the outcast. I got to a point where I was kind of like, in my mind, I was like, you know, I don't care about humans. You know, I'm good. I'm good being alone. I drew it. I'm like, I'm good being alone. I don't need anyone. Which I am good being alone. I can be alone. But after meeting my bros who are like, you know, my ride or dies, that was the last tile, and it's a 6. I don't get it. I mean, I still won, but alright, you're not gonna worry about it. Ooh, we have to get rid of some. Yeah, we'll get rid of characters then. Ooh, more bamboo. Let's not go for dots. I mean, we only got the 1 dot. I only got the 1 character too. It's gonna be a full bamboo hand. But drop that. After meeting my bros, I realized that while I don't need the human interaction necessarily, I can get along perfectly fine without it. I did kind of crave it, which is understandable. Humans are social creatures. At least, you know, Homo sapiens are. And that's, you know, why some people say that we won out over the other different humans, you know, like the Erectus and, you know, all the others. And Habilis and all that, because of the social aspect of the sapiens. Ooh, self-draw. Boom, baby. That's game. There's no way they're beating me. Put that on full auto. Now we just chill and we can continue to talk. I don't got to worry about anything. So, but yeah, after like meeting my bros and everything, getting together with them, I realized that while I don't need the interaction, like I said, it is something that I was craving. It is something that I was looking for. So my bros being there is it's a good feeling. It helps keep me centered. Now they are little shits. I will tell you right now, they are little shits. They fuck with me all the time. But that's part of like being guys. We fuck with each other. We push each other's buttons. But like when push comes to shove, if you truly have those ride or dies, like you're there, like you're for each other, like. And I truly believe that my current bros, are, my ride or dies. So I appreciate them. I love them. They piss me off so much, but they're my bros. I care about them. And I'm glad to have them. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm a lot happier now than I was in the past. And I didn't realize how much having that support network behind you, like how much of a difference it makes in your own like mental health. So yeah, I appreciate my bros. I love them. If any of them watch this, no, I care about you guys. I love you guys. But yeah. We gotta switch the topic. I'm getting a little too sentimental here. I even started to tear up a bit. Uh, but yeah, just chilling, enjoying life, making some content. I don't know what time it is. Let me see what time it is because me and my bro Bobby, we just both got Winrose, and we're playing right now. We're trying to learn the game. We're probably gonna make some content on that together in the near future. But right now we're just trying to like learn the game. Then once we learn the game, kind of get into it. We might record a session or something. And something that I am actually going to be doing. So, the very first Final Fantasy that I played was on I want to say it was on the GameCube. I don't remember the name of it. And I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of Final Fantasy, but it may not have been Final Fantasy. I will look it up here in a bit. Almost messed up by choosing dots. Like we're going for dots. But I'll look it up here in a bit. And I'll let you. Actually, you know what? Since I have time, we're just getting started in this one. Let me look it up right now. Actually, if my tablet will come up for me. I have something running on my phone right now, so I can't use my phone. It would be faster to use the phone, but got something running up there. So let me see. I'm going to use the tablet. We're going to search it up real quick. Give me a second. Final Fantasy game that released on the GameCube. Yep, that's it. So, the very first Final Fantasy game that I played, it was on the GameCube. Because the GameCube was the only console that I had growing up. I had gotten it as a birthday gift. I don't remember from who. I think it might have been one of my aunts. I want to say it was my Aunt Betty, maybe. Or I got some birthday money from her and a couple of my aunts. Then I got the GameCube with that. That might have been it. But let's grab that, and then let's get rid of that. Don't need that. We got that. Okay, yeah, hands looking good right now. We can get rid of these on the end. But the very first Final Fantasy game I played was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I really enjoyed Crystal Chronicles, and that made me look more into the Final Fantasy franchise to see what other Final Fantasies were out there. I didn't get to play another Final Fantasy until Final Fantasy 13 in 2015. And I enjoyed Final Fantasy 13. I like, Lightning story and all that. I got to the final boss, I believe it was, or the next to final boss, and my game messed up. There was some kind of bug or something. It messed up, and I was so pissed because I was stuck on the final boss fight. So I never got to finish it out. Ended up watching a video of 13-2, which, if I remember correctly, is the one that focuses on her sister, Lightning's little sister. And then I don't remember her name. Was her name Sarah? Her name might have been Sarah. I'm not gonna worry about it. And then Lightning returns and stuff, and I was like, Final Fantasy. Like I love me some Final Fantasy. Ooh, yes. Now we're in Tenpai. So let's put it on win so that if the 3 or the 6 of bamboo drop, I can get that. Which I have 6 over here in a pung, so there's only 1 6 out there. No one should use it. So if it comes up, my bad. The other 6 is in Hotori's discard pile. My bad. So I need the 3. Okay, there is a 3 in Hathor's discard pile. And oh no, I wasn't paying attention. All right, so we're gonna get rid of the 4 or the 5. Let's get rid of the 4. Reason why we're gonna get rid of the 4 instead of the 5 is because I don't see the 5 out anywhere. That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. Now we do full auto. So I just got a golden hook, which gave me 800 points. I got 800 points off of G1. So I've never gotten a golden hook in Little Sparrow, which is the version of Mahjong that they have here on NTE. Never gotten a golden hook, but based off of what just happened, I can infer that a golden hook is when I drop a tile, the person who needs that tile takes it, then they drop a tile that I need, and so it becomes a golden hook. So as if I baited them, they were fish that I baited. So from that inference alone, it seems as though that's what a golden hook is. That makes the most logical sense based off of how it said it. Who got the last draw tile? No way. G1 got the last draw tile? Still couldn't beat me, though, because I got that golden hook off of you. Eat it. Yeah, we'll get rid of the dots. We're going to go bamboo. We're not going dots. And we'll drop that dot. Okay. Hand this time doesn't look too bad. Pretty good. Pretty decent. We don't need the 5. We're just going to drop that. But yeah, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. That was the first one that I played. Then I played 13. Played that on my Xbox. I checked Steam today, and they were showing click it, and they were showing that the Final Fantasy franchise is having a sale. So the 2 most iconic Final Fantasy games seem to be 7 and 10. And so I've always wanted to play 7. I've honestly wanted to play. Honestly, from what I've seen from video of Final Fantasy games, 10 is the one that I'm really, really looking forward to. So I priced everything on the sale that I'm planning that I would like to get, because the thing about digital content, digital games, because they're digital, and they don't go through, you know, wear and tear with them being digital as opposed to a physical copy, the price for these games stays high, even when they're like 10 plus years old. So did it auto discard for me? I didn't go through that much time, did I? Or did I click it by? I didn't click it by. Okay. All right. Like, hey Thor, calm down. Calm down. Calm down, woman. Like, God. That's a 6. I do have a 6 there. Let's get rid of the 3. Oh my God, I have so much bamboo in my hand and I'm not getting anything. Is anyone else going for bamboo? Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now I put that on full auto, baby. At least full beat Hotori and G1, but we will not be beating Hathor. I know I keep shifting. It's because I'm playing the game and I'm also talking. I apologize. Ooh, self-draw, baby. In Riichi Mahjong, which is the first version of Mahjong that I learned how to play, which if you are interested in learning specifically Riichi Mahjong, which is Japanese Mahjong, I would recommend, I think it's called Akagi. It actually teaches you how to play Mahjong. But what got me interested, it's an anime, but what got me interested in Mahjong was the anime Saki. That's what got me interested in Mahjong. Back to what I was talking about before I got sidetracked with the Mahjong. I saw the sale. I really want to play 10. I really want to play 7. They're both iconic. And so I went through everything that was on sale. I do want to go back and play the original bit versions of them, like the 8-bit versions. But right now, I'm just getting the ones that are the like iconic ones and the ones that I really want to like play. That I've like really been looking forward to. So, I priced it all out. It's gonna be, because I'm working now and this new job, I'm making good money. It's the most money I've ever made. I'm making good money. So I came in second. Yeah, I came in second. Yeah, we'll get rid of characters. We don't need those. Oh yeah, we're not gonna do characters. Priced it all out. It's gonna be like $115 for me to get everything that I want. I'm gonna try to name everything that I saw as far as the different versions of Final Fantasy that I'm planning on getting that make up the 115. So there's 7 Integrate, 7 Rebirth. The last one, which I think is called Revelation, comes out early 2027. So I have to wait till next year for that one. Otherwise, that won't be on the list as well. I want to do the whole trilogy. 2 7s. We do not need that 6. So Integrate and Rebirth are on that list. Which are both 7. Part of the trilogy. Then there's 10 and 10-2, the HD remix. Then 15. Oh, you know what? I played 15 as well. I played a little bit of 15, never got to finish it. So 15, because I do want to finish it. 13, which I have played before, didn't get to finish again. Gonna play it, gonna finish it. 13-2. I don't think I'm gonna like 13-2 all that much, but it's part of the 13 trilogy, so I want to play it. So 13-2, and then 13 Lightning Returns. Then 12 Zodiac Age, which I think is another iconic one. Not as iconic as 7 or 10, but I think it's another iconic one. So 12 Zodiac Age. And then the last 2 to round out that list are No, the last one is 16. Yeah, 16 is the last one, which is the newest one. So they're all on sale. I'm gonna get them. The sale ends like at the end of next week. So I get paid in like a couple of days. I'll have the money. Yes, I shouldn't be dropping this amount of money. Because I still do have some stuff that I need to get like caught up on and everything in terms of bills. But I rarely ever treat myself. I'm always just working, paying bills, working, paying bills. It's an endless cycle. I've learned that I need to treat myself, and so I'm going to treat myself. Let's get rid of the 8. Yeah, I've learned that I need to treat myself, so I'm going to treat myself. Oh, actually, you know what? I can win. Actually, let's put win on. Yeah, because we have 2, 3, 4. Yep. We can win. We can win. We can win off one of these. We can win. So literally we'll just discard now until we get the winning tiles. If I could self draw, that'd be great. But yeah, so I'm gonna treat myself to that. Again, I don't treat myself normally. I just work and pay bills. So like I've learned that I need to treat myself every now and again. And I think normally when I treat myself, it's something like, oh, you know, I got paid. I will, instead of like eating off of because what I do is I'll get some ingredients that aren't too expensive, and I will, I'll get some ingredients that aren't too expensive, and I will make like a huge batch of food for like a week, and I just eat on that all week. By the time the 3rd day hits, God, I'm praying for something else, but I'm also like, you know, it ain't really in the budget. So it's like, so I'm literally just like, all right, you know, payday, I'll treat myself or whatever. Or like it's the end of the week, I'll treat myself. I used to get paid at the end of the week, now I don't. Who had what I needed? Of course, G1 had what I needed. She always has what I need. We're gonna have to get rid of those. Confirm. Alright, we're not going for bamboo. Or actually, we're not going for dots either, but we're going straight. It's just gonna be a full character hand. But we're not gonna worry about it. So yeah, I'm gonna treat myself. I don't normally treat myself. I'm going to treat myself this time. Like the amount of money just like hurts my soul, but like I need to treat myself. I need to treat myself. And even my mom was telling me, she was like, you know, when you're working, if you haven't been laid off or anything like that, when you're working, like you work hard. And she has even said that she sees me like, you know, just like lamenting over the fact that like I'm just working and paying niggas and working and paying niggas. And it's like, she actually has done the same thing throughout her life. So I mean, like I come by it naturally. And yeah, she said one time, you know, if I need to treat myself, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna treat myself. And now that I'm back working, I'm gonna help her out with the bills. I should be able to start helping her out with the bills next week. Actually, like I'll give her some money. Like I'll take care of the lights and the water for this month. So she can have some, you know, money put back or whatever. And yeah, you know, chill, treat myself. Looking forward to that. I say that to say that what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fully record my gameplay, at least like my first run through for each game, and I'm gonna put that out. So that's gonna be like for the next couple of months. My content is mostly gonna be Final Fantasy. Which I don't expect anybody to watch. These games are like, most of these games are old. So I don't expect anybody to watch. But you know, it's me just enjoying my time playing Final Fantasy. I'm gonna have some fun. You know, I need to treat myself. So, But yeah. Ooh. Double nines. Let's get rid of, boom, the 6. I don't need the 6. Did she just win off of me? She just won off of me. So we're waiting for 9. We're waiting for 7, and we're waiting for 3. We just got 3. No, no, you bitch! Get it! Woo! Oh, you bitch! You bitch! I should have put automatic fucking like thing on. I should have put automatic on. Oh, you bitch! I should have put automatic on, you bitch. You fucking bitch. Well, we still got 22 tiles. I should be able to get it. But like you, you bitch. Whenever I play actual mahjong, like in real life, I can't be this expressive because I kind of have to like. It's like playing poker in a sense that you're trying to hide your own, reaction so that people won't really be able to know what you're doing. Because professional, mahjong players, they can read your discard pile. And did I just win? Oh, I just won. Nice. Professional mahjong players, they can. I'm glad I put it on automatic because it was the 3, and she would have taken it. Because you see how I have 2 copies here, and then there are 2 there, and then there's 1 there for 5. It shouldn't be 5, but because of the way Little Sparrow works, it allows both of us to take it. That's why I needed to put automatic win on. Because if I'm not fast enough, she'll take it, and I won't get it. My score shot up. And I think it's because I have an all-character hand. I think that's why. I think I got a boost from that. I don't know if they do, like, hand boosts like that or not. But for me to be at 16,000, yeah, I think I got a boost because of the all-character hand. We have 170 left. If I win, we're not going for characters. With 170 left, if I can win, if I can manage to, oh god, I do not need that. If I can manage to win the next 3, then I'll do 1 more, and that'll be it for this run of my stamina burn from mahjong. So we're getting closer to the end. If you have watched, which I highly doubt you have. Well, even if you've watched, I doubt you've watched to this point. Because it's just, it's Little Sparrow. I don't think anyone's going to be interested in it. I don't even think there's anyone else who's doing, like, full, like, Little Sparrow, like, runs like I'm doing. I don't think a lot of people are really interested in mahjong. But I love mahjong. Like, you know what? I don't think I talked about this in my other video. Or at least if I did, then, I guess you're going to hear it again if you're still here. But actually, I may have talked about it in another previous video. About how when I moved, I ended up going to the community center. I think I did. When I moved, went to the community center. The old ladies, they play European mahjong. Learn from them. They actually use money to bet. First game, they, were like, all right, you're cool. This first game, don't worry about it. But next time, like, bring your money. And like those old ladies ran my pockets. I was essentially, because because they did it with quarters. They did it with, grab it. Auto drop. They did it with quarters. So I would bring, like, I would go get quarters. Where did I go to get the quarters? Did I just go? I don't think I went to the, did I go to the bank? I think I did just go to the bank. I did just go to the bank just to get, like, $10 worth of quarters. And then I'd go there. And I'd leave with $0 worth of quarters. Those old ladies ran. I didn't win a single game. Didn't win a single hand. Like these ladies, they play mahjong. I'm sure they still go to that community center and play mahjong. They play mahjong all the time. And like, God, they just ran my pockets. I was basically going there every weekend just to lose money. But I had fun. I had fun. um, but I actually thought about moving to New York when I was younger. Um, like it was like 10 years ago. I actually thought about moving to New York if I could manage to like live up there because there's a mahjong parlor in New York. I don't remember which part of New York it's in, but like it's like a huge mahjong parlor, and I think they actually hold like tournaments and stuff there. So like there's foot traffic, and I thought, you know what, I could move to New York, and then like every weekend I could just go to the parlor, you know, spend a couple of hours playing some mahjong, right? Um, it's thinking on it now. It is actually kind of absurd that I was thinking about moving to, first of all, another city that is in another state that is also fairly known to be expensive in terms of like living and all of that. Just so that I could play mahjong. Because the thing is, it would have been me doing it casually too. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm going to go there. I'm going to try and become a professional mahjong player, and I'm going to make this like my career. No, it would have been like, I just want to play mahjong on the weekends. It's absurd that I was thinking about moving up there for that. But yeah. Yeah, where am I at on this one? I came in third. Yeah, we'll get rid of the dots. We are not going for dots. And I am first, so drop that. This hand's not too bad. I could make pungs here, here, and here. So that's 3. I would need one more set of pungs to be able to do anything. I'm not planning on using this 8 at all. So I'm just going to go and get rid of it before I get rid of my dots. Yeah. We'll go and get rid of the 8 since we're not going to be using it at all. And then we just have dots. We get rid of our dots. Although, honestly, I should have got rid of the dots first. But, I'm gonna try to get pungs for these 2 sets of characters, 5 and 4, and then after that, it's like, nah, we're not worried about it. So we have 8 and 6 here. If we could get a 7, then we could complete that. 1's already been dropped. These we're going for the pungs, and then we have this 3 of bamboo. We need to build our hand up some. Ooh, we just got a 9. That's nice. At least, well, yeah, if we get a 7, we can do 7, 8, 9, but we'll see. We'll see what we can get. But yeah, if you've watched this far, you've learned a little bit more about me. A little bit more about my life. I think I'm going to keep doing these stamina burns with the mahjong because, one, no one else is doing it. Or I'm pretty sure no one else is doing it. I would have to go check, but pretty sure no one else is doing it, so it'll just be like my thing, you know. I do like the little sparrow. I'll have like, by the time the end of this year comes, I'm gonna have at the very least, like maybe 30 videos of me just playing little sparrow in NTE. Which is crazy, but hey, you know, I wasn't, well, I mean, I was gonna discard it anyway. I can't do anything with dots, so she would have got it anyway. But yeah, she would have got it anyway. There was no way to avoid that. She was going to get that off of me. Ooh, 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 yes. So we can get rid of the 3 of bamboo because we will not be needing it. Let's go and get rid of the 3 for now, and then we'll drop this 9.
론.
That was the first little stretch of silence, really, that you guys got out of this video. I was kind of just focusing. Ooh. Come on. What are we gonna get rid of? The 9. If this was a 7, then we could be in Tenpai. Also, I keep saying Tenpai. You guys might not know what Tenpai is because they don't have it in Little Sparrow. But remember how I said that the first version of Mahjong that I learned to play was Richi Mahjong? Tenpai means your hand is one away from finishing out. That's literally what Tenpai means. Which, me switching that out for these puts me in Tenpai. So I am in Tenpai now. We are going to get a Kong. We're going to drop that. But yeah, we are literally in Tenpai now. Which means that we are one away from winning. We can win on a 7 of bamboo. Never mind.
이기는 패턴. 꼼꼼히
Why
기록해뒀습니다.
is it always G1 who has what I need to win? Like, God, that woman is just single-handedly, like, keeping me from winning. I don't know. Let's not go for characters. Let's not go for characters this time. Drop the 4 bamboo just straight off. But yeah, Tenpai means you're one away from winning. You're just waiting on either a single tile, or if you're waiting on more than if you're waiting on a single tile, you're waiting on that one tile. You're in Tenpai. But another form of Tenpai, well, it's the same Tenpai. You're still one away from winning, but there's a difference between waiting on one tile to win and waiting on more than one tile to win, especially if it's for a sequence. Like if I had a 5 and a 6 of dot, and I was waiting for either the 4th dot or the 7th dot, then that is an open-ended wait. I'm still in Tenpai, but I can win on either one. Which is better if you can set that up in your hand, because you aren't just waiting for that one tile. You know? Also, normally in Mahjong, if anyone, again, has watched this far, I think I might have mentioned this in another Mahjong video. If anyone's watched this far, normally in Mahjong, when one person wins a round, it doesn't keep going. Little Sparrow is unique in the way in which you play it, because you keep going until all the tiles are dealt out, so you can win multiple times and stack up points. Also, multiple people can get a win off of a singular tile. Or like a pung or win off a singular tile. Which you can't do in Mahjong normally. Normally, you know, when one person wins, they check it to make sure it's an official win, because if the hand has to be legal. It has to be a legal hand, because you can win off of a hand and it not be a legal hand. If it's an illegal hand, then that means that you messed up and your hand doesn't count towards the win, and then there is a penalty. So it has to be a legal hand. They don't factor that in for Little Sparrow, which is what we're playing right now. But normally you win. They, you know, check it, make sure it's legal, add up the points, any points that you would get that you might have taken from any other players or anything like that. And then after that, you the starting, so you, if I remember correctly, you always start on east. Whoever's in the east seat starts, if I remember correctly. And then when someone wins, it what was it? So someone will win a hand, and then the starting player switches over, except for with certain rules in which, depending on who won, that's a con, I'm taking it, in which, depending on who won, it may stay with that person. There's a lot of rules. There are a lot of rules involved in it, and I haven't played in so long, so I've forgotten some of the rules. So like it might be better for you to just look it up if you're interested. And again, if you
론,
specifically want to learn Richi Mahjong, you know what? Give me a second. I will make sure that the anime is called Akagi because I think the anime is called Akagi. It actually teaches you how to play Mahjong. The storyline for Akagi is fucked. But like as far as like the guy who's playing mahjong, let me make sure that it is called Akagi. Yep, it is called Akagi. So the anime is called Akagi. If you want to learn how to play Richi Mahjong and you don't really feel like reading through the rules or anything like that, watch the anime Akagi. It will teach you how to play mahjong. Now, if I remember correctly, what the story was is Akagi, who was the main character, owes the mob some money, I believe. They end up basically working out an agreement where he's going to play mahjong against them in order to try and settle his debt. And if he loses a hand, because he doesn't have any money, if he
이기는
loses
패턴,
a hand,
꼼꼼히 기록해뒀습니다.
then instead of the cost being money, the cost is his literal blood, which is insane. But yeah, really good anime. It's an older anime. It's an older anime. Does it say when it came out? Apparently it came out in 2005, but then they did a live action drama series in 2015. That's what it's saying here. Honestly, I haven't watched it in forever. I might rewatch it, especially since I've forgotten a lot of the rules. Let's get rid of the one. But I think it showed 80 for my last hand. So we will have anywhere between we'll have anywhere between 2 to potentially, well, no, the lowest it'll do, I think, is 20. So yeah, we'll have anywhere between 2 to 4 more hands, and then that's where we're gonna call it for this mahjong stamina burn, which is my second mahjong stamina burn. Do appreciate anyone who watched. I have a new outro which I will put on the end of this video. I don't think my first mahjong stamina burn had an outro on it. I did make a new outro though, and I want to use it because I really like it, like the way it sounds. So we'll put it, tack it onto it. Like I'm literally not going to do any editing for this. Anytime I do my mahjong burns, I'm not doing editing on my mahjong burns. It's just pure raw. It's me playing mahjong. It's me talking. Could be about my daily life. Could be about current events. Could be about whatever. This is just my. This is honestly kind of my. It's not a podcast because I'm by myself. Well, actually, no, I guess you can do a podcast by yourself. But it's not a podcast, I wouldn't say. It's more of like. But it's kind of in like a podcast kind of style, I guess, as far as like the talking aspect. Not exactly, but. This is my, I guess you could consider this to be my individual podcast. Who knows? Also, I'm putting it on automatic win because we are in Tenpai, and I do not want to miss out on that. Yeah, nearing the end. Again, appreciate anyone who did make it this far. I highly doubt anyone did. Even if there is someone who like actually watches my content, I highly doubt they'll make it to the end of any of these mahjong burn videos. Especially since if you do ever watch one to the end, the others are basically the same. The only thing that's different is what I'm talking about. So unless you just like to hear me talk, which I highly doubt anyone does, even the people who who are in my actual life who I like know and everything, they don't like hearing me talk. So I mean, it's like I highly doubt anyone will ever want it. The only way I can see people being like, oh yeah, let's go back and like, or I don't like see anyone being like, oh yeah, let's watch his content and like see what he was talking about or anything like that would be if I were to like, let's say I don't know what's something that's big that could get me known that wouldn't be. You know what? Let's say I were to start my own video game company. I was to maybe come into a little bit of money enough to like start up a small video game company. Started it up, put out a video game. It did well, made some money off of it. Put out a second one. That one did even better. And like that just kind of like the momentum carries. Maybe in like I don't know, 6 or 7 years, I've put out 3 or 4 games, and like my company is now looked upon favorably by the industry. At that point, I could see people being like, someone, because there's going to be someone. There's going to be someone. There are people who live for this kind of stuff. There's going to be someone who's going to be like, oh yeah, let's see if we can find out, anything about him, see if we can dig up any secrets, anything like that. And then, they'll really? Who had what I needed? Who had Hotori? Not Hotori. Hathor. Hathor had what I needed. Hathor. It wasn't G1 this time. It was Hathor. But yeah, someone will dig it up and be like, oh yeah, let's see if we can find anything on them, if we can pull up anything on them or whatever. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, they'll be like, oh, we found like his old like YouTube channel. Like he's not really all that active on it anymore. Like he has a new YouTube channel that's pretty much more like the company's YouTube channel, and he's more active on that. Doesn't really do his old YouTube channel, but I did this and I traced it, and I found where his old YouTube channel is, and it's still up there. He hasn't taken any of the videos down, and there's gonna be one nigga. There's gonna be one nigga, or maybe a group of niggas who are doing it together, who are gonna be like, all right, cool, let's watch every single one of his videos and like just try to compile this list of stuff on them. And they're gonna be like, oh yeah, so like you remember when he said he cares about this particular group of people, whatever? Well, in this video such and such that he did like 4 or 5 years ago, he was dogging these people. He doesn't actually give a fuck about these people. It's like there are niggas who literally make that their whole like thing in life, to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like do what I can to like try and fuck this nigga over. So like, but I would have to become big for that to happen. Which I don't see that happening. Again, like I said, this is literally just a hobby. I think it's fun as a hobby. If someone can turn it into a career, good on them. But I feel that if I were to start getting enough of like a backing, supporters, subscribers, all that kind of thing, whatever, to where I did actually start making like actual like money off of this and everything, and this literally turned into my like career, like my job. Well, yeah, my career, I guess, not my job. But this actually turned into my career. I feel like it would be at the point where I wouldn't really, because a lot of it is me playing games. Like, well, right now I'm playing games. That's part of my content. I do blind rankings. I love doing the blind rankings with the boys. I always have a blast with that. Which I have one that I need to edit and put up. But I do the games. I do the blind rankings. I have recently, in the past couple of months, I think like 3 months, I've been doing it, got into doing AI music. And I'm doing intros for like LGA, which is what we call ourselves, it's the Lethal Goons Association. Or the Lethal Goon Association. And I'm doing intros for that, and then like I have an idea about doing like a beef Olympics where I make like made up beefs between like the people who are part of the LGA, and like just have them like doing kind of like little mini rap battles or whatever, and then some meme songs, other things, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about doing it, and where I could go with that. We will put it on win because we are technically in Tenpai right now.
론,
And we just got it. Yeah. Literally put it on auto win because we were in Tenpai and then we just got it. We're not gonna win this one though. We did end on an open-ended wait, which means we could win on the 1 of bamboo or we could win on the 4 of bamboo. So if those come out, we can get them. Thing is though, there is 1 4 bamboo in the discard pile. I see it on Ji-Yuan's side. I don't see another 4 of bamboo.
땅,
Also, Hathor keeps winning off of people, so.
쯔모,
Oh, I self-drew. I was like, who self-drew? I self-drew. Well, that's perfect. The self-draw puts me in the lead. That burns through 50 of my stamina,
진짜
which
직업을
means we're down to
바꿔볼까?
10. I don't care about 10 stamina. I do not care about 10 stamina. I'm not doing a full game for 10 stamina. So, this is me, Ventrapa, Venerable Trash Panda, aka Vinny. If you made it this far, pretty sure you didn't, but if you did, thank you for watching and have a nice day.
Hey, look, it's me, Vinny, cruising through the net city. Vibes on me, feeling pretty. Sunshine in my mind. Moving at my own pace. Slow steps, but I still grace. No stress, I just embrace every breath, every line. Venerable Trash Panda. Love to all who came through. One time for the whole crew. Vinny out, mother lover.